Okay, so what are some of the things that I see teams grabbing hold of today to improve customer acquisition? Well, there's a few things. Obviously customer acquisition comes down to three things. It's the number of leads that you receive, it's the quality of leads that you receive as a sales team, and then it's how effective you are as salespeople. And I think what's really exciting at the moment in the customer acquisition space is there's a lot of change. There's essentially a revolution rolling through the marketing and sales industry, which is buoyed by technology breakthroughs. So in terms of volume of leads, I see a lot of teams using pretty sophisticated marketing automation programs like Marketo, Eloqua, HubSpot to really kind of improve their customer acquisition on the front end, their lead acquisition. And then in terms of the quality, obviously there's a combination of things that a marketing automation system will do, and I'm seeing that a lot of teams are getting more and more sophisticated about how they score a lead as it comes into their CRM or their sales automation system. Some teams spend a lot of time analyzing what makes a good lead and then have a manual scoring system that rolls through based on rules. Some really sophisticated teams, and I see this much more in the business to consumer space, but it's becoming more prevalent in the B2B, the business to business space as well, is predictive scoring, where there's a pretty sophisticated algorithm that's run underneath the leads, and it determines how likely a lead is based on various characteristics, how likely it is to convert. And so that information can obviously be used in a lot of different ways in a CRM system to route the lead to the right person, to appropriately prioritize it, and to determine what the best contact strategy is. And then what I see in the sales arena is people are just getting much more sophisticated about how they manage their sales teams and how they manage the sales process. One of the biggest changes that's occurring in sales at the moment is whereas a sales team used to be dominated by field sales representatives, so people out in the field meeting with their prospects, that's starting to go away. And what I would call an inside sales team, a sales team that works remotely, primarily by phone, is becoming the dominant model, particularly in high growth companies. If you think about it, a high growth company has the problem that it needs to scale. And so you need to increase the size of your sales team and you need to onboard your sales team quickly. Having a field sales team doesn't really lend itself to that. Also, consumers and businesses on the other side of the sale much prefer remote relationships relative to, say, 10 or 20 years ago. Today, if I'm buying software as a buyer, I don't really want someone turning up in my conference room and selling that to me. I'm perfectly happy having a remote relationship, getting a demo online, and making a decision that way. And so inside sales teams are becoming the prevalent model, and they're using tools like Velocify, CRMs like Salesforce, to really drive a fairly prescriptive workflow and to optimize the contact strategy and the prioritization of leads in a way that really drives dramatic results. So those are some of the things that I'm seeing with customer acquisition today, and one of the reasons that companies are becoming more and more sophisticated and more successful in their marketing and sales efforts.